So today we're back with Cubs franchise and we're starting to cool off a bit. We're starting to hit some rough patches, a little bit of inconsistencies, and we might need to shake up the roster a bit. Let's get into it. So looking at the team, you can see 17-11. We're about a month out from the draft, early May, and we're second place in the division. So it's not terrible. It's just you're kind of seeing like we're getting some wins, we're getting some losses. We're going on a 5-game losing streak. Not really scoring a lot of runs in that span either. Getting shut out in back-to-back games. That's a big oof. Like, ugh. And then you look at it, we come back with an 11-1 win against Milwaukee. So going into the series against the White Sox, we know they match lefty hitting, and we have Wade Miley starting it off with the series. The thing is, I'm looking at this team and I'm going, pitching-wise, I'm actually pretty comfortable. You know, you look at Hendricks, ERA's a little high, whips is good, Steele, probably the best pitcher we have right now. You know, Stroman's good, Wade Miley, Alzolay, you've got Mills who's performing well. Daniel Norris, only 10 innings, so one bad outing is definitely going to inflate that ERA. And kind of the same thing for the rest of the pitchers. But Chris Martin, David Robertson, fantastic in what they're doing right now. And on top of that, we have a little bit of depth that we can turn to in the farm system. Drew Smyly, someone that in real life has been fantastic for the Cubs. You've got someone like Keegan Thompson, who's been really solid for the Cubs as well in eating innings out of the bullpen. But we've also got Holder, we've got Wick, we've got Ethan Roberts, the G-Man, Gesellman, whatever it is, Jesse Chavez, Eric Yardley. There's a couple different pitchers we could turn to. So we have the depth, right? It's just, I don't know if the quality's there. And then when you look at the lineup, Hayward, surprisingly, in his limited appearances, hasn't been terrible. He's actually been really good. Simmons, not so good. And he's someone that like I might just release, might just cut, DFA, whatever you want to call it. Because like we've got VR who's super versatile, can play at multiple positions. And then on top of that, we've got Quiroz, we've got Bodie, we've got Vargas, we've got Garcia. So like we have similar quality players than Simmons. Like Simmons is a glove first guy, and I feel like we could get away with using these guys as a backup infielder, right? VR can be the backup shortstop, and I think we could definitely get away with that. So I think we're good if we were to let Simmons go, or maybe trade him for like a very low end prospect. And then you look at Yan Gomes, definitely just a backup catcher. Very, very good versus lefties. Versus righties, not so much. So that's kind of what I've been using him as, just versus lefties, and like it's been okay. VR's been good. Rivas, I called him up for Hermosillo. He's 0 for 12 right now, not even a walk. Not ideal, right? I was kind of hoping he could have been a good lefty bat to use off the bench. Not going great. Ortega's been okay. He's a guy that's kind of on the list of potential guys that I might send down or just not use anymore. Suzuki's been fantastic. He's starting to heat up a lot. You can see the home runs have gone up, the doubles. The guy has been amazing. Contreras, man, I need him to heat up. Patrick Wisdom hits home runs. That's what I'm expecting from him. Ian Happ's been pretty solid. Schwindel, hit and miss. Like there'll be a couple games where he does really well and then he'll go cold. You know, it's super inconsistent. Clint Frazier, honestly, been kind of pretty, like he's been pretty good compared to real life. I wish he was doing this in real life. Badgergall, not getting it going. And then Horner, same thing. It's just not getting it going. So with Ortega starting to struggle, Brennan Davis is kind of waiting. You know, Hermosillo was sent down. He's doing okay in AAA right now. But Brennan Davis, man, he's waiting. He's waiting for that opportunity. Like I said, we still got David Bodie. We've got Nelson Velasquez as well. We've got Diekman, who I believe was just DFA'd in real life. But there's a couple others too. So we've got some players that we could turn to. But I feel like we should let's run with the team for a little bit longer. And if things start to get, you know, kind of bad towards June, I think that's when we start to make the changes. So for right now, I'm liking the team and things are going well. So in this game against the White Sox, who 15-14 compared to us who are 17-11, I mean, you're looking at their team, really strong team, mashes lefties. And what do? I throw Wade Miley out there and I say, go do the business. Cloudy day, foggy day, whatever you want to call it here at Wrigley Field. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm loving this team. They're playing. It's a fun team to play with. I've got some prospects who are just waiting for their opportunity to get into it. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Wade Miley's surprisingly been pretty good, and I don't expect him to continue this really good form. He's a little bit older. You know how franchise ratings do start to fall off. So towards the end of the year, we'll probably have to turn to a younger guy, but that's okay. if he can give us a good quarter to half a season, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so I know this is going to be a tough game. Like it's a lefty versus the White Sox. It's always tough. Can you throw the ball? What is he doing? What was okay? So this is what happened. So Lori Garcia got on base, right? Single. I thought, you know what? It's nothing. It's just a single. Nothing's crazy is gonna happen. And if something crazy was gonna happen, I could break it down for you. Now I've got first and second because Yan Gomes doesn't want to throw it to first after I realize he doesn't have a play at second. So you're telling me a guy can't double clutch it, go, I don't got that play at first, or I don't have that play at second, let me throw it to first. No, he can't do that. And instead he just fakes it to second and goes, what do I do now? Throw it to first. We would have been out of the inning. But no, now I'm stuck in a tough spot where it's 2 outs, guy on first and second, and this team mashes lefties. So none of these matchups are going to be favorable for us. And at any time, this team could absolutely pounce on a pitch, and it's 3-0. So, man, I'm not going to be happy with Yan Gomes if this ends up being a run. And it isn't. So he's lucky. He survives another inning. Dallas Keuchel not having the greatest of years. Wow. Could be a good matchup for us, though. I like it. It's been a couple days since I played, so I kind of forgot what camera angle I was on. So I was like kind of fumbling between the camera angles for the first couple pitches. So this first at bat doesn't count. Nick Magical grounds out, and let's keep moving forward. I tried like 3 different angles, and I couldn't remember which one I picked. So I remember it's Zoom now. We're good to go. It's just I haven't played on Zoom for a few days, so it feels super weird. So yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting to see how this goes as I take 2 circle changes that I probably could have absolutely mashed, or a circle change and a something else. Whatever it was, I probably could have hit it. All right, Seiya Suzuki, you're hitting 310. I need you to do what you do in real life. I mean, not a bad hit ball. It's just way below the zone. It's gonna be a ground out. All right, Yan Gomes, you got some work to do after last inning. That was atrocious. And these pitches low in the zone, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. I'm used to hitting with like strike zone 2, so I'm used to having it zoomed in and everything. But I want it to be an enjoyable viewing pleasure for you. So I'm gonna give you the zoomed out view. We're sitting 0-2 after 2 sinkers down in the zone. Now we're kind of in protect mode. So let's see what happens. Man, that sinker's got some movement on it, huh? Oh, Yan Gomes base knock? Nope. Dang it. All right, so we're down to the 7-hitter, and I don't think they've had a lefty yet, which makes sense. The White Sox, they that's what they do. They mash lefties, so they've got a pretty righty-heavy lineup. And I'm looking at their lineup, and I know they have Moncada next. They have Hazley to finish off the lineup. So they have 1 lefty in the entire lineup. Holy cow. And like everybody else just crushes lefty. Eloy, Grandal, Abreu, Vaughn, like everybody, Pollock. So I mean, like we've got to live kind of carefully. Like we can't really make any mistake pitches. So there's an out. It was a good at bat though. Oh, oh man, Keuchel obviously needs to stay a little bit lower in the zone because his pitches, obviously doesn't have the same zip as before. And does it really matter that one went foul because Patty Wisdom left center field into the basket, maybe just out of the basket, doesn't matter. It left the stadium. We're back in the dugout doing some weird dance moves. There we go, 1-0. Patrick Wisdom, I think, is on a home run streak for episodes. The dude just hits home runs, nothing else, just home runs. And I like it. I mean, the guy is our big power threat in the lineup. Just missed one on the previous swing, and this one just barely gets out. And actually, yeah, it gets into the basket and shoots right out. And there we are, 1-0 after Dallas Keuchel kind of throws a cutter right down the middle. So, like I was saying, kind of needs to stay low in the zone. Most of his pitches have been sitting low in the zone. And the one time he misses his spot, the cutter sits right down the middle of the plate, and we take advantage of it. If this one gets up the middle, that'd be great. Nah, Tim Anderson's going to make the play. That's the first out. So a guy who's absolutely killing it for the Cubs right now in real life, Jonathan VR, like a pleasant surprise. Like super versatile, has been kind of playing all around the infield, and the guy has been hitting the ball hard. Even his outs have been just smacked hard. I feel like he's got like 2, 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5 outs of like an exit velocity over like 100, which is like, I mean, I'm telling you, he's ripping the ball. It's just, some of these are just kind of hit right at people or just hang up a little bit too much in the outfield. Either way, I mean, even though he is getting out, I mean, he's still, I think he's hitting over 300 in real life. So I'm pretty happy with what Jonathan VR has been doing for the Cubs. Obviously, I don't expect him to consistently put this up throughout the whole year, but if he can be a little utility piece for the Cubs all season, I mean, this has been a good pickup for them. But in here, in this save, 306 average, just shy of an 800 OPS, putting up a decent at bat here, 2-2 against Keuchel. And did he just go deep to left field? Oh, he did. Oh, he did. Make it a 2-run game. Jonathan VR pulling it to left field. The switch hitter. Just as I'm talking about him hitting it hard, not the hardest hit ball, but you know what? It's still a home run nonetheless. 2-0. Hermosillo gets a single up the middle. A man who's been struggling this year. Rivas hasn't really been doing it, so I sent him back down to AAA. Called up Hermosillo today, put him in the starting lineup, and there he goes, right up the middle with the single. That's what we need from him. Doesn't matter, it's a ground out. Nico Horner grounds out just on top of the circle change. But you know what? 2 runs off 2 home runs. I mean, that's a pretty good start. All right, so 0-2 in a pretty quick 3rd inning here. I mean, it's a lot of flyouts, and Leury Garcia might be the issue today. 2 singles for him on the day, both right up the middle. We had him 0-2, and now the tying run is up to the plate. I mean, it's not a bad pitch, like a changeup under the zone, but I mean, he got down to it, so good for him. Cutter inside, just misses off the plate. So this is kind of a tough at bat because, like, obviously Abreu, kind of a scary bat here. Leury Garcia on first has a little bit of speed. We do get a very generous call on the inside part of the zone, and I messed up this pitch, so this could cause me danger. Cause me danger. I don't think that's not proper English. Either way, it's a ball. We're gonna go to the cutter, and that's the inning. We jam him, get the ground out to short, tosses it to second. There we go. Madrigal's hitting the gap. I didn't think that was getting to the gap. I thought that was going to get cut off there in right field. I thought it was going to be a line out. That's why I didn't say anything. And then I saw him take this weird angle, started to run away from it, and I go, ooh, that has extra bases hit and written all over it. Extra bases hit and written all over. What is wrong with me today? That has extra bases written all over it. And now Seiya Suzuki, who's 0 for 1, has a chance to bring in a run and make it 3-0. I mean, let's do some damage here. Man, Dallas Keuchel is hot garbage. He is just, look at that. He's just putting everything right down the middle. What does he expect to happen? You think this is just a cakewalk? What is he throwing BP out there? 3-0. Cubs are doing damage. I mean, this is getting bad now. I'm not gonna send him just in case he gets thrown out going home. But Dallas Keuchel he's throwing BP. He's literally throwing BP. Every pitch this inning has been right down the heart of the plate. And we're not getting home runs off of him, but we're getting some good contact. 106 off the bat for that single to left field. And I mean, that's a ball. Okay, it's either been a ball or it's been right down the middle of this inning. And I mean, I'm not complaining, but like, it doesn't look good for Keuchel. It doesn't look good for Keuchel. That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch. But like, oof, man, it is 3-0. Runners on the corners, still no outs. I mean, a grounder would bring in the run. Obviously, I don't want it. I don't want a grounder because that most likely means a double play. I missed that pitch. That could have been a good one to hit. So 1-2 to Wisdom, and let's just bring in this run. Let's just bring in the run. Let's play smart. Small ball. I'll take a sac fly. I just don't want a double play. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. So what can we do? 1-2 still. And, man, what was that? 3 changeups? I was expecting some sort of sinker. Maybe a cutter. And anything besides 3 changeups in a row. And this might be inning-ending double play. Oh, he throws it in the outfield. We're going to stay there because Yan Gomes slid into second. He wasn't getting to third. But the error brings in the run. On top of that, we still have runners on first and second. No outs being made. Yon Moncada launching it way over second base. And that saves us. That keeps us alive. I don't think the double play would have been made just because of the way it was hit. It was slow. A lot of ground had to be covered. Ooh, I missed that one. All right, last chance to get another run. We got Clint Frazier up. And let's see what we can do here. It's a good pitch. That's a good sinker in on the hands. Not much you can do with that unless you're kind of early on it or somehow hit it late over the first baseman. But let's take the pitches. We've worked the counts pretty well so far. Let's keep it going. Let's get Dallas Keuchel's pitch count up. I have a feeling he's probably only got like one inning left in him. I mean, this might even be the last inning for him. But ooh, okay. So 1-2 count. I'm feeling a little risky. Let's do a little hit and run. I know a lot of you in the comment section be like, oh my god, it's such a bad time for a hit and run. Or is it? It doesn't matter. Like I said, Dallas Keuchel throwing BP, basket shot, Clint Frazier, dead center field, 3-run home run. And that's got to be it for Keuchel, right? It has to be. I mean, this is a massacre. Go Cubs? No, go Cubs go. I don't know why I said go Cubs. What, go dancers? No, go Cubs go. 7-0 in the bottom of the third. We're teeing off on Keuchel, the 3rd home run of the day, and this one dead center field. I mean, just barely out of the stadium or out of the park, out of the you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, a basket shot, and it bounces back in, and that's it for Keuchel. Like I said, I didn't think he was going to stay in much longer. Hermosillo to the gap. It's getting down a double for the man who was slotted into the lineup today after being called up from AAA. He's feeling it. They brought in Reynaldo Lopez, hangs a curveball in the inner part of the zone. Gets to it. I mean, that's a good swing. Goes with it. I guess he doesn't go with it. I guess he kind of pulls it. Oh, it was in a curve. It was a slider. Left center gap, and we got a guy in scoring position. Can Nico Horner capitalize? Not swinging at that though. All right, Hermosillo gets by in a pass ball. I swung at it. It was a terrible pitch to swing at, and this might drop. It does. Nico Horner slaps it out into center field. 8-0. Man, this is gross. This is becoming an onslaught. This is becoming the game we need. Coming off of an 11-1 win against the Brewers, the offense is fully woken up after a terrible 5-game losing streak where we got shut out in back-to-back games. 2 games in a row? Are you serious? Wow, that had a little bit of zip on it compared to what Keuchel's been throwing us. 97's looking like 147. So that gets away from him. Horner's going to get in scoring position at second base. Reynaldo Lopez is a little wild out there. I probably should be a little bit more patient with the pitches that I'm swinging at. And let's see. A base hit should score Horner. Horner's got the speed to do it. And that'll do it. I mean, 82 speed. Nick Madrigal is going to take that to center field. And there we go. I was talking about Horner and Madrigal both kind of being quiet with the bat. They deliver here in the 3rd. Have we batted around this inning? I feel like we have. Haven't we? Okay. Curveball got me. That's the inning, though. That was big. Let's see if Wade Miley's rhythm has been thrown off after that, 9-hour inning we just had. I mean, whew, that was a good inning for us offensively. We definitely are showing our capabilities. And like I said, I think the team has the potential to be really solid. Like we've got some sneaky players in the lineup. It's just, can we stay consistent with it? Like, I'm not saying we need to score 17 runs every game, but getting shut out back-to-back games, that can't happen. That's a good out right there. Did they take out Eloy Jimenez for Adam Engel? Did something happen and I missed it? Because Eloy was in, and now Adam Engel's in. So, I'm a little confused. He's going to be safe here. The speed. Oh, this might be a double. Okay. All right. So, it hit the base was what I was worried about. Because with that 93 speed, the bounce off the base, I was like, maybe he tries to take 2. I'm going to see. I'm gonna see if anything happened to Eloy. Eloy was injured, replaced by Angle. That makes sense now. It didn't say what happened. That's why I was a little worried, like why that happened. But they go to Angle? Is that all they have on the bench? Oh, that's a home run. Great hit. I mean, 2 for them. Andrew Vaughn, like I said, they've got the capabilities to put up runs really quickly against lefties. 107 off the bat. That's just a good hit. That's just a good hit. Fastball in on the hands. Turns on it. Rips it down the line. I mean, that was a frozen rope. That was... Whew, 2 out runs, though. 2 out runs. Those hurt. Those hurt. I mean, just early on it. I mean, like I said, yeah. So, realistically, what are we at pitch-wise? 57. I mean, if we can get 5 innings out of Wade Miley, maybe 6. If I'm feeling a little greedy, I feel like that's a good outing. But obviously we gotta limit the runs here, and that should be the inning. But that 2-run home run, that's a little bit of a warning sign. They definitely can turn this thing around pretty quickly. Oh, Schwindel's gonna get a base hit. Yeah, I thought maybe a little diving play there out in right field by AJ Pollock. Maybe that would have even just hung up enough for him to catch it. I mean, man, who knows? I mean, sometimes the defense in this game, that hit me and I swung. Oh, what's wrong with me? I don't know. I was sitting fastball so hard on that, and it wasn't. But you know what? Doesn't matter when we rip it like that. I'm gonna get greedy here. I'm gonna go to third, 35 speed. It's gonna be close, but he's gonna get in. It's gonna be a double for VR. And it doesn't matter that I got hit on the foot on the previous pitch. He rips at the center for a double. There we go, VR. That's a good hit too. Oh. Dude, Lurie Garcia is gonna be a pain. Oh, he came up the wrong way. So a single by Tim Anderson, a single by Lurie Garcia. Lurie Garcia just has my number today, apparently. And now we're in a little bit of trouble. First and third, 1 out. Abreu's up, and that is not where I wanted the cutter. So Tim Anderson with the single. Lurie Garcia with the single. Can we keep that in front of us? We do. Good block by Yan Gomes. Ooh, man, we need a double play here. We need a little rollover. That's a good pitch. That's nice. I like that pitch a lot. Can we get this changeup down in the zone? Ooh, if we could have got him to chase that, that would have been big. What about a cutter in on the hands? Can we get it? We do. Goes foul though. Okay. What do I go to here? Maybe a slider in? Is this the move? Can't get him to chase. Full count with Grandal up. Let's get the bullpen moving really quickly. Let's go Givens. Let's go Givens. And I mean, I'm gonna go to the changeup, see if we can get him to get over it. And he does. He does. There we go. That's a big out right there. Wade Miley's day is done because it's looking like they're starting to figure him out a little bit. Okay, all right. Clint Frazier, man, I just absolutely don't know what to say. So a double by Pollock, and then frozen in his, what was he in, quicksand? I just can't believe it. Just can't believe it. I mean, like, I get fastball in on the hands, kind of an easy pitch to, or it wasn't even in on the hands. It was kind of like middle part or inner part of the plate, but like. Clint Frazier, man, that thing was hanging and you just couldn't read it. So they do get a run here, and I'm not gonna lie, nothing has happened. I mean, the Pollock double that got him into scoring position was the first extra base hit we've had since the last time I showed you a highlight. And then on top of that, it's literally just been like a little single here, a little single there. Like nothing's really come of anything. Like it's been super quiet. And we're about to hit in the bottom of the 8th. And like I said, it's been just a dead game. Absolutely dead game since that like beginning first couple innings where like everything was popping off. Like I said, it's literally just been like a little single, a little bloop hit here. Like nothing too crazy has happened. That's the big thing. And that was a double, 2 doubles in a row. That was it. All right, so we're in the ninth. Again, like nothing's really happened here. Like we had those doubles last inning, but like I thought that was gonna hit the base and pop over Schwindel. But our eighth didn't do anything with it. Our bats went so quiet after that onslaught of 9 runs so early on in the game. And it's kind of disappointing because like we got off to this super hot start and then it just died. It's good to know that we can put up those runs, but we've got to do something with it. Like what happens if they would have came back and like started to produce hits and produce runs? Like they put up 3, but like it was just kind of a super quiet game outside of those first couple innings, which kind of a bummer, but I guess it's okay. And can Daniel Norris throw me a strike, please? Like anything at all. Anything at all. There we go. That's a good strike too. 2-1 to Anderson. A ground out here would be real nice. Just what the doctor ordered. That's going to be the game. And that's a good win to start this series. And again, like, I know, not a lot of action in the middle part of the game. Like, I'll show you. Like, it was literally just little, look at, from the 4th onward, there was nothing. Like, the 8th, they got those 2 doubles. That even, oh man, the Frazier thing, I was just completely dumbfounded by the fact that he wasn't going to catch it. That's kind of why I was so quiet. I was just kind of like, you let that happen? But you know what? Wade Miley comes in, gets the win. Clint Frazier hit with the home run. VR, Wisdom, all home runs. Frazier with 3 RBIs. Like I said, the bats are there. The bats are there. We could do the damage. The issue is we didn't do any damage from the 4th through the 8th inning. And that could come back to haunt us in any game, right? What happens if our pitching just completely falls apart and we give up that 9-run lead and we can't score? We're in trouble. Or even like I said, we went through 2, 3, 4 games where we really weren't scoring much runs. We got shut out twice in a 5-game span. Like that can't happen. And I think between those 5 games, we only scored like 8 runs. Like that's not good. I don't even think we scored 8 runs in that 5-game span. I think it was like maybe 6. And maybe it's not good. That's not good. So we've got to stay consistent, and we've got to make sure that the bats can stay consistent. The pitching's been good. I'm not too worried about the pitching right now. I think as some of these older pitchers start to regress more and more and more, that's when we might see a little bit of an issue. Maybe a trade needs to happen to get a little bit of a younger group into the team, but we'll have to wait and see how things play out. We're still very early. We haven't even hit the draft yet. I mean, we've got some prospects that I've got on my list to scout for the next episode. I'll show you them, and I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking of the series. That's about it. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers. Did you enjoy today's video? If you did, I've got another one for you right here. Boom. Right there. Check it out. It's going to be great. Recommend this one.